Since the coronavirus crisis, which I would date around March 2020, when we started to have the first lockdowns in Europe and USA, I've came to rethink my whole perspective on my career, but also the world. For those that don't know me, which is probably everyone watching this video, I'm assuming, my name is Valentin. I'm a French parkour athlete, and I've been doing various competitions in parkour and won some of them, like Ninja Warrior France and the European World Chase Tag Championship. Up to this point, I've been surviving from parkour more than really living from it. By combining various jobs, going from advertisement for some brands, doing shows, coaching, and some competition, I was averaging an annual salary of about 10,000 euros a year. Some people might look at this number and feel sorry for me. I remember, there's a funny story about that. It's that one day I went onto what I stream and I started to ask how much money I was making. And like everybody got upset and people started to ask me, oh, how much money are you making? And I was like, well, about 10,000 a year, sometimes more, sometimes less. And people started to shame me about it. But the thing is that even though I've been surviving from parkour, I wake up every day excited for what's coming next, thinking myself as an anime character like Goku, training hard in order to be the best in the world, not interested by money or fame, but just by being the best. Just this quest, this search for power is enough to fuel my fire and make me feel whole. That quest for power led me in February 2020 to the mountains of Colorado, where I was preparing myself for the biggest competition of my life, the World Cup of Parkour Speedrunning. I went to Colorado for a month to train with some of the best parkour speed athletes in the world at the parkour gym Apex Louisville and train really hard in the Ryan Ford for the first step of the World Cup that was supposed to be held in Hiroshima on the 29th of March 2020. However, we all know how the month of March turned out to be. COVID started to hit really hard, most countries went into lockdown, and all the sports events and my competitions got cancelled for the whole year of 2020. And it's still going on to this day.
Io ho mia sorella nel letto, morta.
The lockdown between France and USA led me to be stuck in Colorado from March 2020 to May 2020. I was sleeping at the parkour gym at the time, and there was actually a PS4 lying around left there by Michael. I've always played, but never during competition season, but since all my cup got cancelled, I said fuck it, and I decided to use Michael's PS4 and download Destiny 2, and I started to play. A lot. Like, a lot. 10 plus hours of gaming a day. Hell, sometimes I even did 24 hours of gaming non-stop. I would just wake up, play, go back to sleep, eat something in between, and just repeat the process. I would only go out to buy food. I builded my own paradise over there as I was hearing news of the world slowly collapsing on itself. The number of COVID-19 deaths was exploding, business order was closing and losing their business, and nothing seemed to make much sense outside. But there was one place that was making sense. There was a place where what you would do seemed to matter, where your progress is safe, where going on adventure was still possible. That word, of course, was the word of gaming, and more precisely, the word of Destiny 2. The parkour gym I was in was beautiful. It was lost in the mountain of Colorado and isolated in my artificial paradise. I fell into a gaming like never before. I got high on space magic endorphin and glued my eyes to the screen so that I didn't have to face the fact that my dream and the goal I have been building myself for was getting crushed. I've always been playing a little bit of gaming, but nothing too serious. However, when I saw that everything was crumbling apart, I started to really look into gaming as a source of income and a potential career. And that led us to today's topic video. Hence, my favorite game for the past 3 years have been Destiny 2. I've always been focused on PvP, but I never really went really far. For example, before Shadowkeep, I've never been able to reach Fable in comp. However, I had heard about some people making money with playing video game, and I thought to myself, wow, people are making money playing video game, what a dream. They would offer about $100 to get you the Not Forgotten, the Recluse, or any other hard weapon to get by playing on your account. And this is what people call a recovery. They are recovering your account. In March 2020, it was the big comeback of a game mode I had never played before called Trials of Osiris. I was really excited to finally try hard, so I assembled a random team found on Bungie.net and I was ready to fight valiantly to get the W. This is not how it turned out. I got run over game after game after game. Getting to 3 wins was close to a miracle. I found the harsh truth, and it's that if you want to win in Trials of Osiris, you need a strong team. You cannot do anything just by yourself. And without a very good team of players around me, I would never go flawless or even to 7 wins. However, there is another way to go to the lighthouse if you don't have super good friends around you. And that solution, my friend, is to pay someone to play with you. Or you can directly pay someone to play on your account. I started to ask around. I thought that the maximum that people will ask from me for a recovery would be maybe 10 euros at max, you know. Surely no one would ask more than that for playing video games.
Alright, good job.
Most people were asking between $60 and $40 for recovering your account. For just one flawless run, I mean, what the fuck is wrong with those people? No wonder Trials is filled with cheaters, DDoSers, recovs, and win traders.
Oh my fucking god, bro!
Oh my god, what the fuck is this?
Que isso? Ele ativou o hack de voltar à vida.
Nem fudendo.
Puta.
Mano, humilhou, não.
Hence, we're coming back on track. So, I made my little research. And how much money are D2 streamers and YouTubers exactly making? Well, it's hard to say. It's different for everyone because some people only do YouTube, some only do streams, some do a bit of both, some are against recov, etc. So it's hard to guess for everyone. And I try to ask people to have a general idea about, like, because surely to be a famous streamer or YouTuber, it's a lot of work. It's not like just you play video games, then ta-da, you're a famous streamer and here is your money. Like, it's a lot of work, you know. You have to do content, research new idea, be constant. So it's definitely a lot of work. But I wanted to know, like, is it really worth it? Is doing all this work worth it? Hence, here are my estimation. So a streamer that do recovs get paid about $40 per recov. A good team of people like Panda, Walla, JP can finish a card in about 40 minutes. But let's say it takes them an hour because they have a bad game, maybe they meet some cheaters, they have to reset the card, etc. If they play for 6 hours a day, they can get $40 times 6, so that's $240 for a day. Trials starts on Friday and ends on Tuesday, so you can at least play 4 days. Let's do the calculation again. $240 times 4 equals $960 per weekend. Let's say that you play 4 weekends during a month. That's $960 times 4. That's $3,840 for a month only for playing on the weekends. $3,840. Let that sink in. I'm not even counting the potential ad revenue generated from the YouTube money of the people watching that subscribe to the streamer or give sometimes donations. So if we put that in comparison, the average salary of a job in France, whether it's working at McDonald's, delivering package, fixing bicycle, cleaning the streets, cutting the hair, you get the point, for 35 hours a week is 1,231 euros. So yeah. The math is quick to be made. You work less and you do 3 times more money by staying home and playing Trials of Osiris. Now, are good PvP players wrong and unethical for making recov and asking money so they can get you to the lighthouse? Of course not. If anything, they are 100% smart and right. If I was as good as them, I would do the same. You bet your ass I would do it, but I just can't. If anything, I'm pretty much jealous of them. When you think about it, it's very interesting that people who are working a physical, hard job, maybe in construction, make 3 times less than a teenager staying home and playing video games. And what's funny is that probably the people that are paying the teenager are people who are working those 9 to 5, very boring and very hard jobs. because they don't have time to play video games, so they are not as good, so they cannot go flawless, but they want the loot, so they have no other choice but to pay those $40. And it's a very vicious circle, but it exists in Trials of Osiris, but that's just an example. It also exists in every phase of the world we live in, and there's a lot of weirdness going on. Like when you think about the top 1% very rich in the world got a lot more richer during the Corona crisis, while everybody is losing money. The middle class is getting crushed, the poor class is barely surviving, and I really don't know where we're going with this. But yeah, I hope you guys liked it. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and comment. And I see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.
Yes, allez!